Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd's NEET PG 2022 information series. In our last video, we looked at the sequence of counselings and how counselling happen one after the other, alternate one after the other between all India and state rounds. We said that while the sequence is all India round 1, state round 1, AA R2, state R2 and AA mop up and state mop up rounds. What that essentially means is that all India round 1 results will be published and only then state round 1 results will be published. And post that all India round 2 results will be published and state round 2 results will be published and so on. So we also discuss the eligibility and exit rules as far as all India is concerned. In this video, we will look at the different scenarios that you can be at the end of each round. So if you have completed your all India round 1 choice filling and you've got your allotment results, there is a decision that needs to be taken, whether I need to join this seat, whether I can attend state round 1 with this seat, and whether if I get a state round 1 seat, what to do. Similarly, there will be a choice that exists between state round 1 and all India round 2. At the end of state round 1, depending upon whether you are holding either an all India round 1 or a state round 1 seat, you will have to make a choice on what you need to, or the possibilities or the impact for all India round. So in this video, we will look at each of these scenarios starting from round 1s and then looking at round 2s and then looking at mock-ups on what will be the impact in each of these scenarios as far as the eligibility for the further rounds is concerned and what you need to take into account while taking the decision. This is one of the most crucial videos. It might take some time for you to go through, but it will will ensure that it is very clear for you with reference to 2021 rules and which are expected to be there this year as well. And we'll also ensure that all scenarios are covered for you so that at any point in time you can come back to the video at the end of a result, let's say all India round 1 result, and come back and see what is the eligibility, etc. So first scenario is your all India round 1 has ended. You've got your allotment results, and now I may be in one of these situations, either any one of these 4 situations. And if I am in any one of these 4 situations and I take the decisions mentioned here, what will be my eligibility for state round 1, which is the next round, immediate next round, and all India round 2, which is the next round in all India. So let us say I have attended all India round 1, but I was not allotted. It is a simple case. I don't have any seat in hand. I am eligible for state R1 and I am eligible for all India round 2. All India round 2 will be through the same registration, same login. You don't need to register again. Next is a scenario where I am allotted. I am interested in the seat. I have joined in all India round 1. Now, will I be eligible for state round 1? Yes, this does not take away state round 1 eligibility. Will I be eligible for all India round 2? Yes, you will be eligible for all India round 2 after holding a state round 1 seat. If you're attending all India round 2, you will register, you will log in through the same login as earlier and fill choices for all India round 2. Let us say I am allotted. I made a mistake, or I am now not interested in the all India round 1 allotted seat, and I don't join. Will I be eligible for state round 1? Yes, you will be eligible for state round 1. Will I be eligible for all India round 2? Yes, all India round 1 is free exit, which means if you are allotted and you don't join the seat, you can avail free exit and attend all India round 2 with the same registration, same login. You don't need to pay again. You don't need to do a fresh registration. All India round 1 is free exit. Let us say I join the seat and then resign the seat before the state R1 starts. Will I be eligible for state round 1? Yes, you will be eligible for state round 1. At any point in time, even after state R1 results are out, if you resign the state all India R1 joint seat, you will be eligible for all India round 2. At any point in time, but before a deadline. We'll come to that at a later point in time. You just need to keep this in mind. When I join a seat, I can resign it only before all India round 2, and that too a few days prior to all India round 2, there will be a deadline given. But you are eligible. So which means fundamentally, irrespective of whatever you do in all India round 1, you are eligible for state round 1 and you are eligible for all India round. Let you be very clear on that. Your all India round 1 status does not matter for state round 1 eligibility or all India round 2 eligibility. So what is next after you take a decision on all India round 1? The next step is to look at the best seat between all India round 1 and state round 1. So this is only for those candidates who obviously have only state round 1 options, who have state options. Get the best seat. And second, look at the R1 resignation deadline. We said that there is a resignation deadline till which you can resign all India round 1. If you're looking at resigning after joining, then look at that deadline. And the next seat is most important rule is for this set of candidates. If you're allotted in all India round 1 and you have joined your all India round 1 seat and you attend All India Round 2 holding that All India Round 1 seat. I'm holding that All India Round 1 seat. I've been admitted and I continue and I fill in choices for All India Round 2. And if you don't get upgraded, what will happen? You will retain your All India Round 1 seat, which already you have joined. You tried for upgradation, you did not get upgraded, but that is your final seat. You will not be able to resign that seat. You will not be able to attend any state counseling or All India mop-up. You will not be able to pay a penalty and quit that seat in whatever or do whatever to quit that seat. That is your final seat, and an unupgraded, basically an unupgraded All India Round 1 seat in All India Round 2 will be the final seat for that candidate through All India entire process of NEET PG 2022. Now, this is very important because when you're joining the seat, be very clear about the seat that you are joining, or when you're filling choices for All India Round 1, be very clear. Now, this is the first step. You have completed your All India Round 1. You may be in one of these scenarios, and all of these scenarios we know will make you eligible for State Round 1. I am looking at State Round 1 now. What will be the different scenarios in State Round 1 is something that we'll need to look at. Now, here it is very clear. You attended and you're not allotted. You're allotted and did not join, or joined and resigned. You don't earn an All India Round 1 seat. So what will happen if you attend State Round 1? You will automatically get that State Round 1 seat. So in any of these three scenarios, 1, 2, and 3, where you don't hold an All India Round 1 seat, if you get a State R1 seat, you will automatically join it. But if you hold an All India Round 1 seat and you are eligible for State Round 1, what will happen? You are allotted an All India Round 1 seat, you are eligible for State Round 1. Then what will happen is, how do you decide between these two seats, and what are the timeline related issues is what we will see here. So basically, we will look at All India Round 1 first as far as the State Round 1 scenario is concerned. All India Round 1 allotment results are published. That is the scenario. You are willing to join the allotted seat. This is where you are now. Today is July 20th. This is an example, not actual timeline. So today is July 20th. Allotment results are published. I am willing to join the allotted seat. I also have a State R1 option, which I am looking at. I know that my joining deadline for the seat is 6 days later, July 26th. So there is a joining deadline. I know my resignation deadline is July 30th. What is this? MCC gives you an option of resigning the seat after joining. If you don't join, there is no concept of resignation at all. If you join, then you have another 4 days for resignation. The number of days may refer, the deadline might refer, but that is how there will be a timeline that is given. This timeline will be before your All India Round 2 starts. So basically, only when you resign, when whoever is not interested resigns, those seats are vacant for All India Round 2. And so the resignation deadline is prior to All India Round 2 start. Now, these are the timelines that you know. These two you may know right at the beginning, and these timelines you may come to know at a later point in time after joining or just before joining. Now, the scenario is that you are here, you know this timeline when you are supposed to join, but you are waiting for State R1 results. Let us say your State Round 1 results come before the joining deadline. These are published before the joining deadline, which is on July 23rd. You know that it is getting published on July 23rd. So you will wait from July 20th to 23rd and see your State Round 1 results. You would have obviously filled in a choice which is better than your All India Round 1 seat. That is natural. If you get a better seat in State R1, join State R1 seat. You don't need to join your All India Round 1 seat. Just join your State R1 seat if it is a better seat. Let us say you don't have a seat in a State R1. You obviously have an All India R1 option. You go join the All India R1 seat. There is no confusion. If you were confused, and now after State R1 results, you think that your All India Round 1 is better, you still can go and join the All India Round 1 seat. You don't join the State R1 seat, but that may have an impact in your State Round 2 eligibility. Depends on the state. So just check on that part and then decide on this. So fundamentally, if your results come before the All India Round 1 joining deadline, you don't have an issue. You will be able to decide between these two states, All India Round 1 or State R1. Irrespective of whatever you are holding, you will be eligible for All India Round 2. So don't worry about that part at all. Everybody is eligible for All India Round 2. We were very clear, everybody is eligible for All India Round 2. Now the second scenario, it is a similar one, but the State R1 results come in after the joining deadline. You know that the state R1 results are going to come on a particular date, July 28th. You know that. But my all India round 1 joining deadline is July 26th. What do I do in this case? I have no other option but to join the seat, because it would be a risk losing this seat for the state R1 seat. So ideally, I'll join this all India round 1 seat. So if after that, if it is a better seat, our state R1 is a better seat, you obviously resign this all India round 1 seat, because it is before the resignation deadline, because the state round 1 seats are results were published before the deadline. You can resign your all India round 1 seat and join the state round 1 seat. So on this date, July 28th, you go to the all India round 1 institute, get your certificates, come back and join the state round 1 seat. You still have a possibility of resignation. In case you don't have a seat in state R1, you only have your all India R1 seat, continue with that. If even in that case you have a state R1 seat and decide not to take it, you can still continue with your all India round 1 seat. If you don't want your state round 1 seat, the only impact is that you may have an eligibility related issue in state round 2, depending on state. You have to check that. Everyone is eligible for all India round 2. So these decisions will not impact your all India round 2 status, but it will impact which seat you carry into all India round 2, which is not a major thing, because you're looking for an upgradation anyways with 1 seat in all India round 2. Now, these are the 2 scenarios which are pretty easy to manage, provided you know when the results are to be published. And if the results are before the joining deadline of all India round 1 at any point in time here or before, you can always manage to get the best seat out of the 2. Now, there is a third timeline. Till this all India round 1 joining deadline, you don't have information, or you don't know the dates, or you know that your results are going to be published only after this all India round 1 joint resignation deadline is resignation deadline date. So you hold a seat and you think your results are going to be published after this joining deadline. So if you know that, or you don't know that, you are still in confusion, you will anyways join your all India round 1 seat. When you expect your all India round 1 seat, state round 1 options to be minimal, maybe I will get a better seat in state, then you go join your all India round 1 seat. Basically, if you expect that state round, but if you expect that your state round 1 seats are highly likely to be better, I know that 99% my state round 1 seat is going to be better. Or if you expect that you will get this all India round 1 seat for sure in all India round 2, I have seen last year's trends. Either I will get this seat or a better seat, or 1 level below, which is also good with me. I don't want to miss my state round 1 seat. Then don't join your all India round 1 seat. Exit it, don't join it. And then you will be eligible for all India round 2 through free exit of all India round 1 seat. No issues there. You will hold when the state round 1 results, you will come in, you will be eligible to join. But if you are not sure, I think the seat I hold in all India round 1 is good, is very good. I don't know whether I'll get a seat in state round 1. There are service related factors. Some candidates may get a lot of service candidates which will impact my state round 1 allotment, etc. In that case alone, you will take a decision to skip joining this seat. You will take a decision not to skip joining this seat and join the all India round 1 seat, and then wait to see, luckily, if somewhere here state round 1 results are released before the AR1 joining deadline. If it is not released, then you still have to take a call on all India round 1 seat or state round 1 seat and either resign it, or resign the AR1 seat, or continue with the AR1 seat. This is a tricky one which results in confusion. This stage itself is a tricky one which results in confusion. If you have not understood what we said in this scenario, forget it. Come back when this scenario comes in. Don't put too much, don't be too much worried about whether the scenario will come in. Only in very few states this will happen. Most of these states will release their results before all India round 1 resignation deadline. So it should be an easy choice between the earlier one scenario where the round 1 results are released before the joining deadline, and the second scenario where the round 1 results are released before the resignation deadline. So these 2 scenarios are what most likely will occur, and you will not have this confusion as far as All India round 1 versus state round 1 is concerned. So this is what we have as far as All India round 1 versus state round 1 is concerned. Now, the next thing we will look at is All India round 2 allotment results, a scenario where All India round 2 allotment results are published and what to do after that. Here we looked at state round 1 results, and now we are looking at All India round 2 results basis scenario. We'll update this in the next video, and this is a little complicated. We'll explain in detail in the next video. If some of these are very confusing, don't worry about anything. Come back for the scenarios. You just come back and see which scenario you belong to and then take a call. That will be very simple at a later point in time. You will be in only one scenario at any point in time. So it is pretty easy to take a decision at a later point in time. So we will come back and analyze All India round 2 allotment results impact and what decisions can be taken based on eligibility for further rounds after All India round